You go?
Some people are noting that they'd like to hear something positive out of yesterday. Can we give it up to Myles Garrett?
Yeah.
What a machine. What an absolute machine.
Guy's pretty good at football.
He's a sack master. It's great.
Does it get boring talking about him? You run out of ways to describe how just pulverizing he is to opposing offenses.
I can't say positive things about him without immediately drifting right into the mountain. Because then I think about, oh yeah, what a great day. Another great day wasted.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Was it what was the game where we got all the losses start running together?
Patriots was a 5-sack game.
And he sat at the end of the bench, and he was fired up, and then after the game you heard from him. It was a different tone yesterday, was it not?
Well,
now, maybe because the season's over, maybe because they're not playing for anything other than he's playing for Defensive Player of the Year. He has a chance to be, and I think right now he's clearly the favorite on a terrible team. When's the last time I think J.J. Watt won it on a really bad team once.
I'm sure.
But is it going to be this bad?
No.
You imagine if they finish the year with 2 or 3 wins and he wins Defensive Player of the Year?
I can imagine all those. I can imagine both those things, them finishing with 2 or 3 wins and him winning Defensive Player of the Year. Because right now, I mean, who else did they give it to? I mean, there's a couple guys certainly you could think of, but I don't know if there's anybody else.
Somebody on the Broncos? I don't know.
Somebody in Denver, maybe.
But they've got too many guys, yeah.
They're splitting all the votes, right?
I like some very nice positivity about Myles Garrett. Here's something even more positive with Myles.
Just trying to keep him keep his confidence high, and keep on chasing that standard in which he set. And we're going to continue to support him. He spoke after the game, and he wanted to pin it on himself and his performance, but we're not going to allow him to do that. It's a team game, so we're all in this together.
I said he addressed the entire team in the locker room after the game.
That's Myles post game talking about Shedeur. Very positive towards Shedeur.
So this is something, and I thought that was awesome to hear about. For all that we've talked about Shedeur and obviously his fans, there's been a certain level of toxicity with his fans who've been upset about the way he gets talked about. Here's one thing I know for sure. I do think Shedeur has a gravitational pull to him that for that kid, the way I saw him talk yesterday and from what Myles added about him getting up in front of that team, there is something different about Shedeur. I have no idea if he's going to be good enough to play football in this league, and it's off to a really rocky start. And, him plummeting in the draft, a free fall the way it was always going to kind of doom him in some regards. He's got a lot to overcome, but maybe that's the chance that he has. Maybe that dude is such a born leader that gives him a shot. Because I absolutely loved what I heard from not only him, but Myles after the game.
Let's go to the phones, 216-474-0092. Let me get to Max in Columbus. You're first up on the Fan. Hello, Max.
Chad, Lima, how are we, boys?
Hey,
I got to ask something here. So, are we just done with Kevin? Because here's the problem that I'm seeing: is everybody, you guys included, have complained that Shedeur hasn't gotten time. We need to see Shedeur. We need to see Shedeur. We need to see Shedeur. He gets in the game, and frankly, he did not play well. And now this is again getting blamed on the coach for not getting reps and playing his offense. And anybody with eyes who watched that game could tell you Dillon Gabriel wins you that football game yesterday.
You positive about that?
Look at the stats, man.
Are you positive about that? Are you trying to, are you trolling me? Are you really trolling me, Max? Max.
Ken.
Max.
Ken.
Max.
Look at that first half, Ken. Look at that first half.
Yeah, what about that first half?
What did Dillon Gabriel do in the first half?
First half?
All you needed to do was take care of the football in that second half and play with the lead. We threw an interception. We turned the ball over multiple times with Shedeur at quarterback. Are you really, after watching that, thinking that Shedeur Sanders is the future of this franchise with a week of practice?
No.
With 2 weeks of practice?
No,
but nobody was saying that. But you're making two different arguments. You're saying Dillon Gabriel would have given them a shot to win. They just would have punted the ball back to
Max.
They would have kept giving Lamar Jackson opportunities.
You'd have the ball there. That's what would have happened. Max, thank you very much for the call. Listen, tone is going to get me worked up, not Max. That ain't going to happen. I'll say it again, over and over again. Did I want to see him play? Yeah, I wanted him to start. I wanted him to get at least a week. I don't know how much good it would do. I don't know how much good. I think we could be sitting here after a start and go, Ken, what do you want now? I think that could be. I wanted to see it, guys. Is it so bad I'm desperate for a quarterback? Is that what's so bad? Is it really that bad that I'm desperate for a damn quarterback? That we kind of sort of had one and then that whole situation slipped through our fingers? Is it so bad? Can I at least be a little bit desperate during a season that doesn't matter? You guys knew this season wasn't going to matter. Call me a homer for saying 6 wins. I mean, for the love of God.